G'day, my name's Ashley Davis and I'm speaking to you from Brisbane, Australia. It is with great pleasure that I announce to you the second edition of my book, Bootstrapping Microservices. Microservices are a hot topic in our industry today. Love them or hate them, it can't be denied that the skills in the tooling for distributed applications are in demand. Now, I'm not here to convince you to use microservices. You probably already know the benefits and drawbacks of using them. This book, though, is a practical guide for you to learn the tooling and techniques for building these kinds of applications. It takes you step by step through building a realistic application. And it doesn't matter what your level of experience is, there's something for everyone here. The code is simple as I could make it, and the text is easy to read. And I try not to use complicated or confusing jargon. Just real-world practical advice on process, technique, tooling, and development. Everything, and I do mean everything, that I put in this book has been used in production, and I continue to use these techniques in real-world applications. So I'm extremely confident this works in a great variety of situations and will be helpful to a great many people. And if microservices aren't really your thing, rest assured that this book is really about building distributed applications. It doesn't matter how big or small your services really are. And in fact, in the second edition, I have started to advocate for something I call the hybrid approach. That's where we have an application composed of a monolith surrounded by a constellation of helper microservice. And this means we can get the best of both worlds. We can use a monolith to get the most out of the simplicity and convenience of working that way. And we can use microservices around the monolith whenever we need the flexibility, scalability, and architectural benefits of microservices. And we can have that whenever we need it. So what are you going to learn? Well, here's the short version. You start by creating a single microservice. You learn to use Docker to package and publish that microservice. And then we scale up to multiple microservices running in our development environment using Docker Compose. You'll learn how to manage data and files. We'll cover the various communication techniques that we can use to make microservices talk to each other. And then we'll get to the really good stuff. We'll deploy our application to Kubernetes. First, we'll deploy it to our local Kubernetes instance that comes with Docker. And then we'll create a Kubernetes cluster in the cloud using Terraform, and we'll deploy our application to that. Last but not least, we'll create a continuous delivery pipeline using GitHub Actions that will automatically deploy our microservices to production whenever we push our code. This book also covers the basics of automated testing, observability, scalability, and a bunch of other things. The second edition comes with software updates, better explanations, simpler code. A whole new chapter has been added on getting to production. We've added GitHub Actions and responded to so much wonderful feedback from the first edition readers. Microservices is a large and difficult topic, but this book is going to help you navigate the minefield of technology and bring your own product to market. Thanks so much for listening. Please enjoy the second edition of Bootstrapping Microservices.